Everyone tells you to just be consistent. Honestly, it might be the most useless advice in the world. They never show you how to do it when your life is a total mess. Your motivation is completely gone and you feel like a failure for quitting. Again. But what if the problem isn't your willpower? What if the secret is forcing consistency with a system so simple it can actually survive your worst days? Forget motivation. This is how you build habits that don't break. Let's be real. You felt that big surge of motivation before, right? You bought the new planner, the gym membership, the online course. You were so ready. This time was going to be different. And for a week, maybe two, it actually was. You were a machine. And then life did what it always does. A stressful project at work, a sick kid, one bad night's sleep, and that perfect routine just shattered. One missed day turned into two, then a week, and suddenly you're right back where you started, drowning in guilt and telling yourself you just don't have the discipline. Here's the secret that truly consistent people know. Motivation is just a feeling, and feelings are flaky. Willpower isn't this endless battery that recharges to 100% every night. You can't build a consistent life on things that are designed to fail you. The people who actually succeed aren't superhuman. They're not more motivated than you are. They're simply better at taking action when their motivation is at zero. They do it by offloading their success from their feelings and onto a system. So today, I'm not going to give you some motivational speech that fades by tomorrow. I'm giving you a 4-step, chaos-proof system for building habits that stick, no matter how tired, stressed, or uninspired you feel. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being prepared. This is how you stop starting over and finally start building real momentum. The first step has almost nothing to do with your inner drive and everything to do with your outer world. You have to design an environment where doing the right thing is the easiest possible option. You don't fail because you're lazy. You fail because you burn all of your limited willpower fighting an environment that's actively working against you. Your brain is wired to take the path of least resistance. So instead of fighting that, let's use it. We do this by creating default wins. A default win is a positive action that happens almost on autopilot because you've engineered your surroundings to make it that way. Want to journal in the morning instead of scrolling on your phone? Don't rely on your morning willpower to make that choice. Charge your phone in another room. Then place your journal and a pen on your nightstand. Suddenly, the path of least resistance leads straight to the journal. Want to work out in the morning? Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Put your shoes right by the bed. When you wake up, the decision isn't this big, intimidating thing like,
should I work out today?
It's just,
I guess I'll put these clothes on.
You're breaking down a huge goal into a tiny, non-threatening first step. This works for everything. Want to eat healthier? Stop bringing junk food into the house. Keep a bowl of fruit on the counter and pre-chopped veggies in the fridge. You're making the good habit easy and the bad habit a pain. It's why people suggest logging out of social media apps after each use. That tiny bit of friction can break the loop of mindless scrolling. Your mission is to do a friction audit on one habit. Walk through the steps it takes to do it. Where's the sticking point? Now, what is one tiny thing that you can change in your environment to make that first step ridiculously easy? Success shouldn't be a daily battle. It should be the natural outcome of a well-designed space. The second reason we fail is that we build routines for a fantasy version of ourselves. The version that gets 8 hours of perfect sleep, has endless energy, and never gets hit with a surprise deadline. That person isn't real. You have to build a system that works for your real life in all its messy glory. This means two things: habit stacking and personality alignment. First, habit stacking. This idea, made popular by James Clear, is all about anchoring a new habit to one that you already do automatically. You're not trying to find new time or energy. You're just bolting the new behavior onto an existing one. So instead of saying,
I'll meditate for 10 minutes every day,
say,
After I have my morning coffee, I will meditate for 10 minutes.
the coffee is the trigger. It's already happening. Now it's the starting pistol for your new habit. Want to read more? After I get into bed, I'll read 1 page. Want to get stronger? While the coffee is brewing, I will do 10 push-ups. See, you're not creating a whole new schedule. You're just weaving your goals into the life that you're already living. Second, personality alignment. You have to stop copying the exact routines of hyper-productive influencers if you're not a hyper-productive influencer. If you're a night owl, a 5 a.m. morning routine isn't a path to success. It's a recipe for misery. If you hate running, forcing yourself to run every day is just going to build resentment, not consistency. The system has to fit you. Maybe for you, exercise isn't a brutal gym session. Maybe it's a long walk listening to a podcast. Maybe it's just dancing around your living room. The best habit in the world is the one you actually do. This takes a little self-awareness. What do you genuinely enjoy or at least not hate? How can you bend the habit to fit your life instead of trying to bend your life to fit some rigid habit that you saw online? A system that respects your natural energy and preferences is a system that lasts. This right here is the most important step. This is what separates people who make lasting change from those who are stuck forever starting over. You must have a plan for when things go wrong, because they will. You'll get stuck, you'll be exhausted, you'll have days where you feel completely underwater. In the past, this is the moment you quit. Your all or nothing brain says,
Well, if I can't do my full workout, I might as well do nothing.
and that is a fatal mistake. The goal of consistency isn't intensity, it's continuity. The goal is to never have a 0 day, a day where you do nothing at all. To make sure that never happens, you need a bad day protocol. This is built on one simple rule. Never miss, just reduce. Your bad day protocol is a pre-planned, almost laughably small version of your habit that you commit to doing on your absolute worst days. It's the minimum possible action that keeps the chain of consistency unbroken. So if your goal is to write 1,000 words a day, your bad day protocol is to write 1 sentence. If your goal is a 60-minute workout, your bad day protocol is to do 10 push-ups or just walk for 5 minutes. If your goal is to meditate for 20 minutes, the bad day protocol is to just take 3 deep breaths. The point isn't the microscopic progress you make. The point is the psychological win. You are reinforcing your identity. Even on your worst day, you're still the type of person who shows up. You're not a quitter. This one tiny action prevents the shame spiral. Instead of waking up tomorrow feeling like a failure, you wake up knowing you held the line. You kept your promise to yourself. Consistency isn't built on your perfect days. It's forged on the difficult ones. Having a plan for these days is the difference between a minor setback and a complete derailment. So decide right now, what is the absolute minimum you can do for your habit on your worst day? Write it down. Honor it. That's your safety net. That's what makes you unbreakable. This final step is the mental shift that locks it all in. You have to stop trying to get motivated to do things and start focusing on being the kind of person who just does them. Motivation comes and goes. Identity is forever. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. When you lay out your gym clothes, you're casting a vote for being an organized person. When you do your 10 push-ups on a bad day, you're casting a vote for being a disciplined person who doesn't make excuses. When you read 1 page instead of scrolling, you're casting a vote for being a learner. This isn't just some mind game. It's literally how your brain is wired. Habits are just automated behaviors the brain adopts to save energy. When a behavior is tied to who you believe you are, it becomes automatic. Think about it. You don't need willpower to brush your teeth. It's just part of your identity as a person who maintains basic hygiene. The goal is to make your new habits feel just as essential. To make this practical, start using identity-based language with yourself. Instead of,
Ugh, I have to go to the gym.
think.
I'm an athlete. Athletes train.
Instead of,
I should probably eat healthy.
think.
I'm a healthy person, so I nourish my body.
It sounds small, but this reframe changes an action from a chore into an expression of who you are. And make it visible. Get a simple calendar and draw a big X over every day you complete your habit, no matter how small. This isn't for anyone else to see, it's for you. It's a visual record of the votes you're casting for your new identity. As you watch that chain of X's grow, your belief in this new identity will grow with it. You're not just trying to be consistent anymore. You are a consistent person. And by the way, If this system is clicking for you, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. We go deep on actionable systems just like this one every single week. My name is Stephen Kofer. Thanks for stopping by. I'm excited about this channel because it helps people just like you build a better future. Watching this video is your first step in taking action instead of just dreaming about building success. The feeling of being in control, of knowing you have a system that will catch you when you fall, that is 1,000 times more powerful than any fleeting rush of motivation. You don't need more willpower. You need a better system. And now you have one. The only thing left to do is start. So pick one habit and take the first, smallest step today. Now that you have the system for consistency, click the playlist on the screen for additional personal development systems that work. Start today, start small, but start.